Hello, and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Saturday, September 5th. As it turns out, we will be observing Labor Day on the 7th, so we'll see you next time on Tuesday, September 8th. But let us resume. Tesla has been excluded from the S&P 500 reshuffle. Over the last few months, Tesla has been rumored to be included in the S&P 500 after it achieved requirements for eligibility. The index reported that H&R Block, Coty, and Kohl's were downgraded, and Etsy, Teradyne, and Catalent are joining the S&P. Now, that's actually despite the fact that Tesla is currently worth more than 9 times the market capitalization of these three companies combined. The index committee didn't comment on why Tesla stock was overlooked this time. Tesla stock, as a result, fell over 6% in aftermarket trading after the announcement of the reshuffle, which didn't include the automaker. Tesla owners have banded together through an owners club in California to put trash cans at superchargers and keep the stations clean. At Tesla supercharger stations, there's often no trash can, as the owners of the site and Tesla are not often clear on the contract about who's supposed to keep it clean. But now, the Tesla Owners Club of San Joaquin Valley has installed their own trash cans at the local station. There is a QR code on the trash can itself. This is to alert the club members if it's full or if somebody passing by wants to join the club. Now, ideally, taking care of the trash at the supercharger site should be something that is negotiated between Tesla and the owners of the site, but it's actually kind of nice to see that people are getting involved in their community, even if it is the EV community. Tesla has once again changed its used car policy in reverting back to not sharing pictures of used vehicles that are for sale on the site. In 2017, Tesla introduced a new kind of warranty for certified pre-owned cars, and that included a refurbishing process. At the time, the biggest issue is that Tesla didn't share actual pictures of the vehicle and instead only showed what they called a rendered stock image. Now, Tesla later allowed owners to actually request pictures of the used vehicle before buying them. It was around the same time that Tesla stopped doing refurbishing of the cars and instead moved to a 70-point mechanical inspection and, of course, cleaning the vehicles. But now Tesla has apparently changed its policy, and again, it doesn't share actual pictures of the used car for sale unless a buyer places a non-refundable deposit and pay for a transportation fee. Tesla says that they will inspect the vehicle with very strict guidelines, but in Electrek's take, an inspection is worth far less than an actual picture of the car you're going to buy. After years of waiting, Tesla is finally expanding into Croatia, the home country of the automaker's namesake, Nikola Tesla. Tesla himself was an ethnic Serb, and he was born in a village called Smiljan in the Austrian Empire, and now that place is located in Croatia. Last year, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said, quote, "Hoping to open in Slovakia, Croatia, Serbia, and most of Eastern Europe early next year. Finally, we will do Nikola Tesla proud by having his cars in his countries of origin." And now, this is actually happening. Tesla has started posting job listings to hire people at sales and service locations in Zagreb, the capital and the largest city of Croatia. The automaker writes in one of the job listings, quote, "As we prepare for our exciting new entry into Croatia, we are looking to recruit a number of Tesla advisors to join our brand new team in Zagreb." On another note, Croatia is actually the home of Rimac, an electric hypercar manufacturer partially owned by Porsche. Tesla CEO Elon Musk had a special meeting with Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess, where Musk got a preview of the ID3 and ID4 electric cars. As we've been reporting over the last few days, Musk has been in Germany to visit a few projects related to Tesla. Handelsblatt, the publication, reported, quote, "When Elon Musk's private jet, the Gulfstream G650, took off from Berlin Schofield Airport on Wednesday at 9:17 p.m., everyone thought the Tesla boss's visit to Germany is over. But only 26 minutes later, the plane landed in Braunschweig Airport. The reason for the stopover was a visit to VW boss Herbert Diess." A Volkswagen official confirmed the meeting between the two CEOs, but they didn't elaborate on the nature of it. Tesla CEO was also apparently given a preview of the ID3 and the ID4 electric vehicles, which were at the airport when he landed. This episode of Quick Charge is brought to you by Electrify America, the nation's largest coast-to-coast charging station network for electric vehicles. No matter where you're heading, they have chargers nearby. And at charging speeds of up to 350 kilowatts for capable electric vehicles, they'll help you get there fast. Find out what they're up to at electrifyamerica.com. That's electrifyamerica.com. Electrify America. Hello, freedom. Volkswagen is unveiling the ID4's interior today, or at least the SUV's cockpit, and you could easily argue that there are some inspirations from Tesla's minimalist interior. Now, while the interior isn't quite as minimalist as Tesla, it's what Volkswagen is calling simple or lightweight. The center screen sprouts from the flat horizontal line of the dashboard, and the extraneous buttons are downplayed by the wide expansive deck made by the dash. With other lines and accents sweeping across, the vents have a flat motif as well. Unlike the Tesla in the Model 3 and Y, Volkswagen retained an instrument cluster behind the wheel, albeit a very small one. Now, like the ID3, the ID4 is going to be equipped with the ID Light system, which consists of a light strip below the windscreen, and this will change color to blink and to indicate different functions, such as locking the car, navigating prompts, incoming calls, and many other functions. The electric SUV is going to be fully unveiled later this month, and deliveries are starting in Europe later the year. A new review was published on Electrek, this time for the NeoCharge 240-volt smart splitter charger. The device allows extra EV charging without expensive wiring. If you have a second EV, you're surely needed one of these rather than calling an electrician to run a second line of 240-volt. Now, the NeoCharge has two NEMA plugs and a total power output of 5.7 kilowatts to 9.6 kilowatts. They normally start at $429, but we have a coupon code on our site with the full review as well. Check it out at electrek.co. And in Electrek's Green Energy Brief and Climate Crisis Weekly, Swedish startup EV maker Volta Trucks has launched the Volta Zero, which it calls the world's first purpose-built full electric 16-ton commercial vehicle. It's designed specifically for inner-city parcel and freight distribution. Volta Zero will start operator trials with Europe parcel delivery and logistics companies first half of 2021. Companies are placing orders, and the vehicles are expected to be delivered when production starts in 2022. The global financial firm, the Carlyle Group, clearly feels that green energy is worth investing, as they have announced the acquisition of Maine's largest portfolio of solar development projects. The portfolio consists of 8 solar projects across southern Maine. The solar farms will sell power to Central Maine Power and Versant Power under a 20-year power purchase agreement. The solar farms will generate more than 100 megawatts, enough to supply 19,000 Maine homes with power. France has announced its €1 billion stimulus plan called Relaunch France, and 30 billion of that will be devoted to green energy policies. Much of the stimulus plan's green investment focuses on weaning off fossil fuels for the industrial, transport, and construction sectors, and this will be done with €9 billion. The hydrogen industry will get €2 billion over 2 years to develop green hydrogen technologies and develop a hydrogen economy. U.S. Secretary General Antonio Guterres probably feels like a broken record sometimes. On Thursday, he urged all countries, and particularly the G20 nations, to ditch coal completely in an online climate conference that was hosted by Japan. While he was at it, Guterres urged Japan to stop financing construction of coal-fired power plants and to pivot quickly to green energy. Seagrass Ocean Rescue is a joint effort between Project Seagrass, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and the Swansea University, which is off the coast of Wales. And all of them together aim to inspire future seagrass planting projects across the globe. Now, why, you might ask? Seagrass stores carbon 35 times faster than a typical rainforest. It also provides a habitat for fish and invertebrate. But seagrass is rapidly disappearing because of climate change, and as a matter of fact, divers are already starting to plant underwater meadows in an effort to fight this. A writer named Andrew McCormick published a question on Wednesday about Donald Trump in the Global Journalism Initiative covering climate now. The title was, quote, "The sitting president has no climate plan. Why isn't this headline news?" Now, it was cross-posted by a number of media outlets, including The Nation. An excerpt of it reads, quote, "With the country embroiled in so many immediate crises, it may seem wrong-headed to insist on the climate story. But storms like Hurricane Laura, the raging wildfires in California, and the derechos that devastated the Midwest just weeks ago show that the climate crisis is not some faraway threat. And finally, in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, the big four motorcycle manufacturers in Japan, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Suzuki, they're all teaming up on an electric motorcycle development and testing. Specifically, the companies are working together to develop a shared swappable battery platform for electric motorcycles. They've announced that they are ready for consumer testing, and the testing will be conducted at Osaka University, and there will be known as the Eon Osaka Trial. As part of the testing, students and staff at Osaka University will receive electric motorbikes, and there will be battery swap stations installed on campus, as well as at convenience stores in the area. The consortium has actually not revealed any technical specifications of the batteries, and we are anxiously awaiting those. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, reminding you that we will be back on September 8th, a Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the later.